as a race car speeds around a track. What makes one go faster than another? Is it horsepower? Torque? Is it aerodynamics? Maybe it's a combination of all three. Well, companies are in a similar race within their strategic planning groups. Return on invested capital, also known as ROIC, is a good odometer, but what are the components that make it up? ROIC is the product of a company's capital intensity, its operating profit margin, and its tax efficiency. Like a race car, a company may have an advantage in one area, but by looking under the hood of the ROIC calculation, we can see where performance differences might exist. Let's lift the hoods of Target and Walmart, two companies racing to get ahead, and let's see how this works. Capital intensity measures the amount of sales generated for every dollar of capital invested. It's the horsepower of the company. Companies that generate more sales per dollar of capital are getting more out of their investments, just as race cars with more horsepower can generate more force. Over the same period of time, Target generated 3.4 in sales for every dollar of invested capital. But Walmart was able to beat this. At 4.3, Walmart had a better capital intensity. Operating profit margin measures the amount of operating profit left over from each dollar of sales. It's the torque our race car engine can generate. Managers that create a higher operating profit margin are doing a better job at squeezing out major operating expenses like the costs of goods sold and general administrative and sales costs, just as race cars with more torque generate more twisting force around the axle, smoking the wheels when the flag drops. Target's operating profit margin was 6.6%. This means that a little over 93 cents of every dollar sold was used to pay for operating expenses. Walmart's operating profit margin was 5%, so Target had the advantage there. Tax efficiency measures the drag on the company from paying taxes. It's the aerodynamics of our race car. Companies with a lower tax rate are able to keep more of their pre-tax earnings, just as race cars with a lower coefficient of drag can go faster. The lower the tax burden, the higher the tax efficiency. Target paid 37.2 cents of every pre-tax dollar earned to the government for a tax efficiency of 62.8. Walmart only paid 30.3 cents for a higher tax efficiency of 69.7%, so Walmart had the advantage there. Looking under the hoods of Walmart and Target, we see that Target has an advantage in operating profit margin, but Walmart has advantages in capital intensity and tax efficiency. Walmart's ROIC of 14.89% was just slightly ahead of Target's ROIC of 14.22%. Now it'll be up to the drivers to see what they can make of these differently tuned race cars.